Salam guys, this is Hisham and today I'll be talking about the best hidden tips and tricks of any Samsung watch, including the newly announced the Galaxy Watch 3. But today's video I'll be demonstrating these tips on the Galaxy Active 2, but as I said, it's actually applicable to any new Samsung watch. I chose this watch specifically because of two features. The one of them is the Samsung Pay, so I can actually pay or actually make purchases using this watch without having to have my phone with me all the time. Also, it has an eSIM, so I can receive and make calls without also pairing it to any phone. So these are the two main features of this watch, but now let's begin our video. So basically one of the best features of any Samsung phone, that's why I love them, because of the rotating bezel. Basically it's not physically there here in the Active 2, but it's actually there. So in the top left you can see my Galaxy Gear S3, and that's why actually I love the Samsung watches, and that's why I got them, because of that rotating bezel. So it's there in the Active 2, but it's not physical, it's just virtual, so you have to move your fingers around the corners or around the edges of the watch, and you can actually control the whole watch using this rotating bezel. Normally this feature is enabled by default, but if it's not, you just have to go to the main menu, to the setting, and also go to the advanced features, and then if you scroll down to the second option, which is rotating bezel, just make it on. Sorry, it's been in Arabic language, but I'll give you the translation as soon as I see any Arabic language in the menu. The second feature will be how to take a screenshot. Yes, you can take a screenshot in the Galaxy Watch 3 or the Active 2. So press and hold in the home button, which is the bottom button, and then swipe from left to right. As soon as you do that, it'll take a screenshot, go to the gallery, and you'll see all of the pictures or all of the screenshots that you have taken. Also, these pictures can be moved from the phone to the watch using the wearable app. So this is the Galaxy wearable. If you go to the menu, you can actually send all of your like music or audio files, as well as the photos. So you can actually send the photos automatically, or you can send them one by one. So it's up to you. For me, I tend to make it on manual because I don't want to move all of my pictures from my phone to the watch. But if you want to, you can actually enable the sync from this menu. However, you need to know that the watch itself, it has 4 GB, so 4 GB of storage. And if you enable this feature, it means that whenever you take a picture in your phone, it will be transferred automatically to your watch. So in a matter of time, all 4 GB will be occupied, and then you won't be able to move any more pictures or any new audio files. So keep this in mind, and if you listen to my advice, just disable this feature, and whenever you want to send a photo or audio, just do it manually through the app. Now let's talk about the shortcuts. As you know, the watch has 2 buttons, the bottom one and the top one. The bottom one is actually the main menu one, so if you press it once, it'll bring you to the main menu. If you press it twice, it'll open Bixby. The top button, if you clicked one, it'll actually go back, but if you click and hold, it'll open up the Samsung Pay, which is a way of you to make purchases using your watch up to, I think, £30 or $40 if I'm not mistaken. So these are actually the features of this buttons. Now if you go back to the bottom one, as I said, if you double press it, it'll open up Bixby, which is the assistant or voice assistant. I know that a lot of people hate Bixby. Personally, I like it, so I always keep it. However, if you want to change this shortcut, you can change it from the setting. So you can change the behavior of the double click, and instead of opening Bixby, you can have it open like an app or a setting or anything if you're liking. So basically, you just need to go to the setting. You scroll down until you reach the advanced features, and then the first option would be double tap or double click. So as you can see here, there's Bixby. You can change it to camera, you can change it to flashlight, the Galaxy Store, Outlook, reminder, whatever. Let's now talk about customization and how you customize your watch. So basically, whenever you install a new app, it will be added to the main menu, and you can scroll right and left until you see all of them. However, if you want to organize them, you hold, you like a press and hold, and then if you swipe left or right, you'll see the minus option here. Or so if you click on this minus, basically it will remove the app. Also, if you press and hold in an app, you can move it to your liking as well. So in this way, you can arrange your most recent or most popular apps together in the first screen, and then move the less popular or the one that you least use to the end of the screen. Also, if you swipe right from the main menu, you will see the widgets. So these are the widgets. You can see the time, you can see the weather, you can see your activities, and so on. Also, if you press and hold, you can arrange those widgets so you can move them right or left as you want to. Also, if you scroll all the way to the right, you can actually add a new widget. So if you add a new widget, then you have a lot of options in there and choose from them. For the watch face, you can also change the watch face by holding, like pressing and holding on the watch face, and then you'll be able to change the watch face. However, some watch faces are actually customizable, so you can change them to your liking. So for instance, this one, as you can see, you can change the rim. So here I can have them like with longer or shorter. Also, I can change the dials. So swipe right and you'll be able to change the dial's shape and size. Also, you can change the color. You can basically make it the way you want. Also, those dials in the middle, like those circles, sorry, you can change them because they are basically a shortcut. So for instance, the left one is actually the heart rate one, and you can change it to whatever you want to. The watch also supports Ozone Display. So if you go to the setting, go to screen, you scroll down all the way, and then you'll find an option to say always on display. You click it and then you enable it if you want to. However, you have to be warned here, because if you enable it, it will actually make the watch heat so much, and then within like an hour or so, the watch will tell you that it's overheating. So we have to turn on the always on display. This is my own experience. It might not be applicable to you, but this is what I got when I enabled the always on display. Also, it will actually drain your battery fast. So make sure that you're aware of these things before you enable it. If you're happy with the content so far, please don't forget to give me the like. Also subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you can receive all my new videos, and thank you so much in advance. Let's continue now with the next tip. And since we mentioned the battery life, so the battery life in this watch is around 4 to 5 days with the light use. With the heavy use, it might only last for, let's say, 3 days or so. So if you are outside and then you find out that you only have, let's say, 10 or 15% left, so you can just swipe from up to down and then enable the power saving mode. The power saving mode will obviously kill some of the features of the watch, but it'll give you a little bit of extra time. I would say around 1 day at maximum. So this is an option. Also, there's a theater mode and there's a sleeping mode. Those options as well, they kill all the notifications, so they give you a little bit of boost in the battery life. So you have multiple options to increase the battery life, but the main one is actually the power saving one, which you can see when you swipe from up to down. Also, don't forget that you can charge the watch wirelessly. So if you have a phone that has a reverse wireless charging, you can use it to charge this watch. Moving on, let's talk about the Find My Phone features. It's a feature that can find your phone if you ever lost it within the house. So it has to be in a proximity with the phone, and it has to be paired to the phone as well. So if it's paired, and then you can actually find your phone. If it's hidden in the sofa or in a different room, or you just lost it inside the house, then you can actually click on this option, which is Find My Phone, and your phone will ring even if it was on silent mode. So this is a really good feature, and I always use it. So if you have kids at home, I'm sure you'll find this feature so useful. Now let's talk about some of the neat apps that you can install in your watch. The first one of them is actually the camera. So with this one, it's actually an official app. You press it once and it will launch the camera in your phone, as you can see from here. And then from the watch itself, you can take photos, you can take videos, you can even have a timer. As I said, this app will actually launch the app in your phone. However, there's another app called One Cam, and the difference here that it will actually use your phone camera without launching the camera app. As you can see, if I move or tilt my phone right and left, you can see it's moving on my watch as well. I can take photos, I can take videos discreetly without anyone knowing that I'm actually using my phone camera to take these pictures. So it can be a kind of fun. Don't use it for spying, it's just for fun here, okay? Of other apps, the one I found it useful, which is the Outlook app. So if you have Outlook app in your phone, it'll sync with your watch and you can see all of your emails. Either was it like Hotmail, Live or Mail, or even an Office 365 mail. So even if you have corporate emails, you'll be able to see them in your watch. Also, as I said, this watch has a 4 GB or 4 GB of storage, so you can move some videos, you can move some audio files, and you can listen to them without having a phone by connecting your watch with a wireless headphones. Also, some of the other apps that I found it useful, which is the Flash app. There's two apps. There's one called Flash and I think one called 123 Flash. These Flash apps will be very useful as well if you have kids and you want to check on them while they're sleeping, and you can actually increase or decrease the brightness of the flash. Also, there is an audio recorder, and I found it very useful if you're listening to a speech or you're doing some sort of interview, so you can record the voice around you without having to use your phone as well. And as you can see, I've already downloaded a few other apps. I can't go through all of them. So basically what you need to do, you just launch the wearable app in your phone and then go to the app store and see which apps are actually available for the watch that you're having, and then just download the one that you find useful for you. The last thing I'll be talking about is actually how to change the background of the watch. So you go to the setting and then go to screen, scroll all the way down, and then you will find the theme. Here you can find the theme, you change it, and as you can see, the background has changed. I hope you like this video. I tried to compile the best hidden features and tricks of the newly announced Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 or the Galaxy Active 2. If you like it, please give me the thumb up, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch up with you soon with a new video. Thank you so much, guys. Cheers.